Good day, Tragic here, and welcome to What is in the Box. Yet another one, another Kickstarter. This is a Kickstarter. I had no idea what this was, but it was actually a bad recording, and the audio didn't record for some reason. So I'm dubbing the recording in post. So a lot of the initial surprise is gone because I had zero idea what this could possibly be. And when I finally had like 2 boxes inside it, look at that. And by the time I took it out, I was just really shocked. But unfortunately, none of that was recorded, so I'm just redoing it here. So what is it, do you think? People paying attention would know, and there we go. Oh, actually, what I might do is I might keep it blurred until I pull it out. Let's just keep that suspense just a little bit longer. And there we are, Thunderstone Quest. Now, for those of you that don't know, Thunderstone Quest is the 3rd edition of Thunderstone. There was Thunderstone, Thunderstone Advance, and now Thunderstone Quest. And Thunderstone is basically the first Dominion butt game. And what I mean by that is, Thunderstone Quest is a deck builder, a straight up deck builder. And it's one of the very first deck builders that I really noticed after Dominion. And what was interesting about Thunderstone is that it has a butt. See, this game here, Tyrants of the Underdark, is a game that I play all the time. I love, and it is also a Dominion butt. As in, it's a classic deck builder, exactly like Dominion. Very, very similar. It's not like Mage Knight. It's like a straight up deck builder, but it has something else. Tyrants of the Underdark, it has player board with area control, and in this game it has an abstracted dungeon. And what I mean by that is, if you see the side of the board there, there's like these levels of the dungeons, and you put dungeon decks there, and that symbolizes how deep you go into the dungeon. So as you build up your hand of weapons and heroes and all this kind of stuff, you can then, instead of doing the standard Dominion style turn, look at these really nice player boards they've given us with the Kickstarter, very sweet. You go into the dungeon, and so instead of doing a cycling of your cards on your turn, you go into the dungeon instead. And that's pretty much what Thunderstone is. It's just fantasy themed. It's got like miniatures now and stuff, which is just, I don't know, typical. It's just because Kickstarter needs them. But this is the new stuff here. These are dungeon tiles. Now, it's been a while since I've read the rules because of the Kickstarter was like a long time ago. But I think these basically give some kind of some kind of theming to the dungeon. Like, the dungeon's always been the weakest part. It's the coolest part, but also the weakest part of the game because it's basically just a bunch of decks that you draw from. But now there's actually dungeon tiles that you can see there, which will change. So instead of just going to deck 3 to level 3 of the dungeon, level 3 of the dungeon might be a laboratory or something like that. And that has different, values and stuff. But apart from that, it's basically just a standard deck builder. The reason why this is called Quest, though, is it also has scenarios now, where in the manual you have a lot of different scenarios, which are basically just different deck setups that you play through that have different challenge levels, which is really, really good because anyone who runs a deck builder knows that if you have like a bazillion decks and you random select them, sometimes they suck. Anyway, that's it. That is Thunderstone Quest. Look at the size of this box. That is just crazy. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.